Asmongold reveals the Blizzard harassment scandal was proven fake. Now, needless to say, this is a very big claim, and this post already has more than a million views, so it is going pretty viral. So I hope that Asmongold, friend of the channel, great guy, we love him a lot. I talk to him daily, we're pretty much best friends. I see him a lot, he tells me everything. He's smart, he's funny, he's so great. Friend of the channel, great guy, we love him. But I do hope Asmongold does have some pretty good evidence for these claims, because we covered this and it did not look good for Blizzard at all. So let's see what Asmongold has to say about the matter.
In case you didn't know, all of the allegations of sexual misconduct, abuse, harassment, and quote, frat boy culture were entirely fake, and the state of California even admitted that there is no evidence substantiating any of the claims. The entire controversy around Blizzard was set up by California to force the company to stop hiring white men, using Me Too allegations to strong-arm them. Some of the accusations were so bizarre and insane that they included theft and consumption of breast milk during work hours, a rape room named after Bill Cosby, sexual harassment to the point of an employee ending her life.
Now, considering we have gone through this previously over the years, we're gonna look into is any of this actually real or not, and what actually has happened, because it is actually pretty wild.
All of these claims were essentially a theater performance over the fact that only 1 in 5 Blizzard employees were women. As a result, Blizzard agreed to pay roughly $18 million in fines and set up HR hiring practices that would discriminate against white men. Internal messages between California Civil Rights Division officials showed the entire thing was a ploy to send a message to the industry to literally ruin video games. Wow. How about that?
Indeed.
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Neither do I.
Do you remember, somebody in chat said this, do you remember when I said that gamers are the most oppressed group in society? It's not women, certainly not women. It's not gay people, it's not trans, it's not disabled people, it's gamers.
But they should be, okay? Somehow history has gone wrong.
Gamers are the most openly discriminated against group. We're not Jews, it's gamers. We're having our spaces colonized, and they're getting mad at us for not liking it.
True. I mean, he's absolutely true about this. So, it's a very interesting thing. Asmongold does not exactly say that he agrees with this or disagrees, but it's the Asmongold update, so this is just to get the clicks. I love how it says Asmongold reveals, like Asmongold did in this investigation or something. And I do love the proven fake. Because the proven fake part about this, by the way, if you're wondering, all of this happened. This is complete insanity, because this whole post just exists because one guy found this. No court or any independent investigation has substantiated any allegation against Blizzard. So first of all, Blizzard did absolutely everything they could to stay out of court, because that would have been devastating for them. Anyone remember the Morgan and Chase or JP Morgan's a lawsuit where an intern alleged that mommy did things with him? Yeah, they instantaneously sued him because things like that are damaging to their reputation, and they're not going to allow this to slide. Blizzard did everything to stay out of the court case. They even agreed to pay a fine, so they stopped looking into this. And here's the part that's actually messed up. It's California. They 100% were fine with no one getting punished for a person dying, because that did happen, by the way. We're gonna go over it in a little bit. They are probably, it's California, they're all insane leftist lunatics. They were probably completely fine with someone actually getting Minecrafted in just so more women get hired in Blizzard. And by the way, independent investigation is Blizzard. You guessed it, investigating Blizzard. That's right. Blizzard did an inside. Their own HR looked into the matter and said, well, we see nothing wrong here. Yes, it's pretty insane that these things are happening. And the comments about this are actually quite supportive because people are insane. This is pretty interesting about the Cosby suite because we know that this was real. In fact, about all of the big allegations that we have here, you know, about the theft of breast milk and whatnot, we have no denial of this. Not a single allegation that was put up against Blizzard was denied by anyone. Typically, it always happens. When you have some kind of big allegations like this about wrongdoings in a company of this size and notoriety, if it's fake, someone's gonna come out and say it. It has happened every single time. Except this. No one in the company came out and said anything against any of the allegations. In fact, people came out en masse and saying, yeah, these things are real, which is absolutely wild and insane. So, there's roughly more than a 99% chance that all of these things claimed against Blizzard are 100% real. And while I would honestly love nothing more than, say Jason Schreier was a liar, we sadly can't. I know, I would love it, but we can't this time. It is what it is. And pretty much the only proof that any of these claims that are mentioned here are real, by the way, is effectively just this from Zero Hedge. And Zero Hedge just kind of cares about getting clicks. So this is the only thing. And they're talking about the California Civil Rights Mafia, which probably is a real thing. Let's be real again, it's California. They will sacrifice your life without even thinking twice in the name of progress or whatnot. Activision Blizzard to pay roughly $50 million in California discrimination case settlement. This was the settlement. This is what they agreed upon. Again, California is not going to care as long as they get money and their agenda is pushed. This was about all of the things, again, alleged here, which is absolute insanity. And you know what's the craziest part about this? The fact that this person just magically claims that all of this is false. The Bill Cosby suite is real. All of the allegations are there. Not a single person is trying even to claim this is not real. The breast milk and whatnot actually goes further than that, even. It goes, people stole pumps. And I talked about this. Women steal breast milk and pumps. This is the funniest thing. They wanted to blame dudes for this, but the reality is who steals breast milk and pumps in workplaces? Women. Because women know that you can sell that stuff for a good money. Yes, men will not steal this. 9 times out of 10 when someone steals breast milk or a breast pump, it's a woman doing it. Because that stuff can be sold, literally. I mean, there's literal legal places that are just gonna be like, is that breast milk? Yes. Okay, we're buying it. It's very insane. Again, the Cosby suite is a real thing. I mean, there's literally this. No one's even trying to deny this. There was not a single person who tried to deny it. Everyone was just distancing themselves from it. Okay, Blizzard did not try to deny or fight a single allegation of this. And the last one, as harassment to the point of employee ended her own life. This is literally a police report. This happened. We know this happened. And we know it's 100% real. It happened in 2017. Again, this is stuff I covered. It happened in a company's sponsored retreat. That's right. She took her own life, and then her family sued them from it because There were text messages and a lot of things about the fact that people in her workplace are legitimately, like, abusing her and whatnot. And I mean, she took her own life, and there were literally messages of people saying, "Bring lube and a butt plug." Yeah. Now, granted, how much is this actually Blizzard's fault? We don't know, but we know that this was real stuff going on. We know that this was definitely a part of it. So these allegations, none of them are proved even false in the slightest from this post right here. It's actually insane. And this account is just a rando account that has never posted anything. They're just rando posting, and that's it. It's pretty insane. And this, they just make this zero proof, zero substance to anything, and people are kind of buying it. Oh yeah. I mean, there's almost a 100% chance all of these allegations claimed here are 100% true. From the Cosby suite to a person Minecrafting themselves. All of this is real. Again, we literally have police reports of the last one because it's the most well documented, because you can't avoid it. I mean, it's some wild stuff. So the fact that Asmongold just reads this and doesn't say a single thing and is like, "Yes, this seems true," is kind of wild. Now, maybe this is a clip out of context, but it's kind of wild that Asmongold updates, which is probably owned by Asmongold's media group or Night Media, and because all of these update channels actually are just getting their money from the people who from updating them. Okay, so Asmongold in some way is most likely paying for this account, or maybe it's through his media group, Mythic Talent or Night Media. But it's again the fact that Asmongold is paying for a post that literally kind of shows an extreme lack of critical thinking is kind of funny, I have to admit. Anyway, with that being said, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Like the video. It takes less than a second. Do it, and it helps out a lot. So please do. Like the video right now. It takes less than a second. Bye.